Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are getting to the next in my KiiiKiii series. We've done I Do Me months ago, but yesterday, or depending on when this actually ends up getting uploaded, it was Monday, we took care of getting BTG and debut song done. So this is Groundwork. This will be the breakdown. If you're interested in just the reaction, that is posted at the same time as this video, but this will be the one where I talk more about the lyrics and anything I might see in the video. So we're going to go check it out. Let's head over. All right, as usual, got the lyrics pulled up over here so we can follow along.
All you needed something to be and something to believe in. Oh,
Okay. The line itself I'll come back to, but I wanted to... Oh, okay. I thought that's what it said, but I wasn't sure. It says possibility. And then I think this is supposed to be a butterfly.
all I learn is something repeated and something to trust in. All you learn is off of the book and off the screen you're looking. All we drink is boost potions and level up on funky sleepers. All we show is prediction, go out on imperfection.
The way she delivered this line, like, you would never know that she's saying the word trash. Like, I'm going to go back and listen to this line again, but it's like, all we show is pretty trash.
Perfection, go out on imperfection. All we show is prediction, go out
Pretty
on
Trishan.
imperfection.
Like, I would, maybe you guys would have known they said trash even without the subtitles. I would have never known that. Okay, so the intro here, all you need is something to be and something to believe in. So, something to be is themselves, setting a goal for themselves. Something to believe in is the possibilities, as we saw, of a brighter future, one where, you know, they're achieving the dreams that they set for themselves. All I burn is something repeated, and something to trust in. I imagine the something to trust in, again, is themselves and the work that they're going to put in. All you learn is off the book. I think the way I interpret that line is you can learn things by the book, obviously, you know, you having book smarts, but experience being the best teacher. And off the screen you're looking, all we drink is boost potions and level up on funky slippers. I get what a boost potion is, obviously. I'm a gamer. And I get what the term level up means. What I don't get is how you would level up on funky slippers. Someone's going to have to explain that one to me. All we show is pretty trash and go wild on imperfection. The way, again, I feel like some of this is open to interpretation, but the way I'm taking that is, because you could take go wild on in a few different ways, but the two ways that I would lean towards taking it are either you go wild on as in you go crazy and you are excited about imperfection, which I guess could be viable, or you go wild on as in like you hyper fixate on the imperfection, you're trying to improve it, and you're aiming for perfection, which would also be applicable depending on how the girls want you to take this. Okay, also, I wasn't gonna pay attention to this, but what the hell is that? It's like the alien popping out of the question mark. But I was actually... It actually is that the alien face. I was trying to key in on their nails, how they've, you know, kind of made them glow in the dark, almost like fireflies here. And then we got wink and question mark.
Question mark.
Okay, so this line right here, my mistakes are a part of me too, makes me think back to the line about go wild on imperfection, as in going crazy with it. Not like hyperfixating, trying to make it perfect, but more embracing it and not necessarily being excited about it, but again, embracing that as who they are and, you know, that being part of their unique charm. Okay, so before we get into the chorus, first one, I've got a lot of questions, wink and question mark. Even with ugly handwriting, I get straight to the point. Mistakes are also me. We talked about that. Weird and unique me. Digging deep into the earth with my fingernails. You know, basically, with any tools available to me, I'm going to start digging. I'm going to dig deep. You could take that as a metaphor for digging deep into themselves or trying to lay a foundation in the industry, whatever it. Overall, I think it kind of is both because the chorus is going to say groundwork till you crown us. So, you know, they're putting in the work. They're laying that foundation to build a successful future on. Burn the bad world. Do that groundwork. I have no idea what all these, like... I don't know what was floating in the sky, why the clothes were running on their own. Then we got a bunch of, like, lucky charms. I think, like, we got 4-leaf clovers. We've got what I think is, like, lucky pennies. We've got die or dice. Oh, those weren't pennies. Those were question marks. But I don't know what all else is it. Well, wait. Okay, hold on. This looks like a regular slipper, but theoretically could be a funky slipper. Yeah. Okay. Now, is that like butterfly type of thing that was at the beginning? Because she's looking at us like we should know what the hell this is, and I simply don't. Alright, hold on. What is this? And I don't know if this is a L-I or a U. I don't know. I give up.
Dig deep, wheeze out, no damage, just work. There's no role model, no cap, no sleep.
All right, so that little bit of swagger at the end, like yeah, we're proud of ourselves for this. So dig deep, weeds out. So obviously, if you're laying a foundation, you're wanting to get it as smooth and get the weeds out, get as many imperfections out as you can, so that you know it's a level foundation. No damage, just work. So yeah, we're not focusing necessarily on pushing ourselves too hard. We're just putting in the work. There's no role model, which I feel like obviously is a lie, because even in the context of just the song, there's a role model, and the role model is their future selves that they want to be. But in the context of the real world, there's obviously a role model. They are Ive's little sister group. So Ive, at the very least, Ive would be a role model. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, no cap, meaning no lies, no sleep. So, you know, we're not resting. We're just going to keep our head down, put in the work. Can't do this without the jokes. What line is that? Oh, okay. So that line is different than the translation over here, because the translation over here says, I can't do it without fun. That's just what I feel. Essentially the same thing. You know, it can't be all work and no play. Otherwise, what use is chasing the dream if the dream isn't worth living?
That's just what I feel.
Fine line between fear and excitement, that's true. It's counting down to something. We saw the countdown here, but also on this like chalkboard here. So, okay, we're counting down to getting it started. So let's see. I can't do it without fun. That's just what I feel. Nervousness, excitement. There's only a tiny difference between them. We saw same meaning, but fear and excitement, there's a fine line between them. I knew it from the beginning. This will be my field. Now, field meaning career choice, but also field as in, remember we've been talking about digging into the earth, groundwork, getting the weeds out, like setting up a garden that we can harvest from later. I've been calling it laying a foundation, but you could also call it like just prepping the fields. I won't do it ordinarily, superpower seed. So yeah, like this is, it's not just going to be some boring run-of-the-mill plant. Like this dream is going to blossom into something big, beautiful, powerful, whatever you want to attribute to it. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a seed or a stopwatch or what. I don't know what this is back here. I like that little bounce there. I like this scene too, where like they throw the mortar up in the air. It's like they've graduated, you know, now that they've debuted, they've graduated from being a trainee to being actual industry professionals. And so that seed is starting to blossom and they're starting to get to where they want to go.
Do that.
Then they're introducing themselves.
Dashi.
I like that little facial expression. That was cute. I'm not going to try to mimic it. Alright guys, that was Groundwork from KiiiKiii. Like I said in the reaction, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. It was not my favorite song. In fact, of the 4 that I've heard so far, it's probably my least favorite. I wouldn't hit replay, but I wouldn't skip it. It is fun, but what it did do is it showed us a slightly different side of them yet again. So we had the more melodic I Do Me, we had the celebratory debut song, we had the swagger rap filled BTG, and now we have, I'm not sure what kind of description I would put on this, but it was a little bit more self-assured, head down, work for what we want type of song. So there's still that confidence, but it's born not of a entitlement or a arrogance, but of a, we're gonna put in the effort to achieve our dreams. So yeah, very, very interesting. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Not my favorite, but pretty good overall. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to enable your notifications to see when future content goes live. Also, shout out to our Patreons. Thank you guys for your support. Really appreciate you and all of your views and your time and your friendship. So thank you. If you're interested in getting requests done here on the channel, there are 2 ways to do that. There is a PayPal link in the description below with instructions on how to follow along and do that. Or you can go through Patreon. Paid subscribers over there get access to things that I can't put here on the YouTube channel. and they get those guaranteed prioritized requests sent to the top of the queue every month. So feel free to check any or all of that out. And thanks for being here, and I will catch you for the next one. Take care, everybody.